Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss about the meaning of accountancy and accounting. So let's get started. First, we are going to discuss about what is the meaning of accounting. Accounting is a process. It is a process which is used by accountants of various organizations. It is a process that is used by accountants of various organizations to what? To record, to classify, to summarize, and interpret. What to record, what to classify, and what is there to interpret? We are going to record every transaction that is relating with the company. That is, for a financial organization or any organization for that matter, we are going to record all the transactions that is happening in the organization. Who does that? The accountant does that. So he is using accounting as the process where he records the financial transaction. For example, there is a transaction called as sales. It is happening for 50 lakhs in the organization. Let's assume. Okay. So first, what does an accountant do? He has to record that transaction. So it is a transaction. There is a sale that is happening in the organization for worth of 50 lakhs. So it's a transaction. So he is going to record it. What is the next step? He has to classify the transaction. So what transaction is this? It is a sales transaction. So he is classifying. First he is recording it, then he is classifying it. What is the next step he is going to do? He is going to summarize. What is the meaning of summarization? He is going to prepare something that is called as financial statements, right? For any organization, the accountant's job is to record, classify all the transaction. And why is he doing that? Because he has to summarize at the end of the quarter or at the end of the year. So he has to prepare a financial statement for which he is going to summarize every transaction that has happened during that period. Okay, so what is the purpose of summarizing? The purpose is to interpret. What is there to interpret? Only when the organization or the management comes to know about their financial transactions and how they have performed, they'll be able to make some decisions, some important decisions in the organization, right? So, for that purpose, we have to interpret some useful information out of the financial statement. So, let me repeat it again. First, the accountant has to record every other transaction that is relating to the organization, and then he has to classify them according to its nature. For example, sales, purchases, drawings, wages being paid, expenses being incurred, return has been, we have got some return on investment. All this has to be recorded by the accountant, and then it has to be classified accordingly and summarized to make a format called as a financial statement, right? From the financial statement, the organization will have to now interpret some useful information through which they can develop some decision. So create some useful decision for the management purpose. Okay, so this is accounting. Now let's move on to accountancy. So what is the meaning of accountancy? Now we know what is accounting. Accounting is a process. So what is accountancy? It is a systematic body of knowledge. What does it mean? It contains all the principles, conventions, and techniques that the accountant has to follow in the process of accounting. So accounting is a process that is followed by the accountant. How do they record the transaction? By the conventions and principle that is mentioned in the accountancy. So accountancy consists of body of knowledge which prescribes the accounting principles to the accountants to to be helpful for them to record, classify, summarize, and finally interpret. So this is the meaning of accountancy. To dig deep more into this, I am classifying accounting and accountancy for you. So accounting, it is the practical process, as I have discussed already, which is utilizing the knowledge of what? Accountancy. So this is the process, and this is utilizing the knowledge of accountancy. Okay, so if you have to do accounting, you should be able to know what is accountancy first. What are all the principles and conventions that is mentioned in the accountancy? Only then we can move accounting. Okay, so if we move on to the accountancy part, it indicates the route and gives knowledge to proceed with accounting. So it gives the route as to how it has to proceed further, right? So it gives the route and it does it. That's all. It is theoretical, it's practical. That's the second point. So accounting is actually a process, right? So it's a practical thing. You're going to implement it somewhere. But what is accountancy? It is a theoretical process. Majorly, it carries theory. Okay, it gives us what to do and how to do. Okay, so where you're going to implement it? In the process, that is accounting, right? The final division is that it is a process to prepare what? Financial statement. So what is the third step? We are going to summarize it into a statement that is called as financial statement, right? And if we move to accountancy, it lays down the rules to follow while preparing the financial statement. You have to here understand the difference. It is the process. The accountancy is the process. It has to do. Okay, it has to follow. But what it has to follow? The rules and regulations that is prescribed by the accountancy. So that is the difference between accounting and accountancy. I hope this has helped you guys. Subscribe for more. Thank you so much for watching my video.